everybody. Transition Tuesday with Joe and Jane. And today we are talking about charting Joe's independence. It was Independence Day, as you all know, July 4th, last Saturday, and we are still feeling like we want to celebrate independence. We are going to talk to you today about the choice boards that we did way back in March. We talked about choice boards and how you can practice daily living skills using choice boards. So we're going to show you the progress that Joe has been making on his practice, daily living skills practice, and how we track that progress with the choice boards. Joe, by the way, is in his stander right now. He chose to be in his stander rather than his chair. We do not have stander and physical equipment on our choice boards because exercise for Joe to keep his integrity, his neuromuscular abilities intact and improving, and his general health improving, that's not a daily living skill. That is kind of a necessity for all of us. So that's not on the choice boards. But just so you know, he's in a stander today. So whoop, whoop. Okay, so the first one is Joe's employment choice board. The choices are look at job career exploration information, view disability advocacy sites, or search for volunteer opportunities in the community. So I chart on the back. When Joe makes a choice, I chart it. And this is what it looks like after 10 weeks. So what we're doing here is trying to identify the things that Joe likes and is more likely to be good at. You're more likely to be good at the things you like. So this, after 10 weeks, it's a tie between career exploration and disability advocacy and volunteer opportunities trails with number 2. So there were 4 times where he chose career exploration, 4 times where he chose disability advocacy, and 2 times where he chose volunteer opportunities. Now those we kind of invent as we go along. So an example of disability advocacy would be when Joe chooses to participate in a Zoom meeting that happens with an Arc of Georgia based organization called Community Strong. It's a group of individuals, and they do a weekly Zoom meeting, and they do get to know you games, and they have special guest speakers. Last week they had Governor Kemp, which was amazing. And so those are the kinds of things that we choose, things that we can accomplish because we're practicing. Okay, the next one is living in the community. This choice board offers 3 choices, and they are connect with a friend via FaceTime, phone, or social media, going outside wearing a face covering. This one we actually changed when we discovered how hard it was for Joe to wear PPE. So we started including that, and Joe agreed. I didn't just decide this. Joe agreed to practice wearing a face covering. Very proud of you, Joe. And then the other choice is social media post. So here's our chart for that. Number 5, social media posts. He really likes to do that. Wearing PPE, 1, no surprises there. And then number 4 was connect with a friend. So when Joe connects with this friend, it might be a FaceTime opportunity, it might be a phone call, might be an email. Not so much emails because we have to do this whole thing where he dictates to me or agrees, and I don't want to presume to guess what he wants to say to his friends. So we do the FaceTime video time is fun because an agreed upon activity like a movie is decided on, and then they FaceTime with each other while they watch a movie. And that's been pretty fun. So our next one is daily living skills. And the choices on this choice board are shop online with a budget, practice a skill, or watch a skills video. So Joe's really not into the skills videos. That was 2. You heard it from him. Shopping online was 2, and 6 was help with feeding. Practice a skill, but what Joe decided he wanted to do was helping to feed himself. And as you know, Joe is G-tube fed, so helping to feed himself is pushing down on the plunger for the syringe so he can control how fast the liquid nutrition goes into his tummy, which is pretty independent for somebody like Joe. So, and I think that Joe is very interested in exercising and practicing his abilities to be independent. So that's what I want to show you. These choice boards and things that we've demonstrated to you are not things that I made up. These are research-based interventions for people with disabilities to learn to be more independent for self-determination skills. But we have developed, and this is more for me than Joe. Sorry, Joe. I don't know where to hold this so it doesn't get in front of you. We try to come up with goals and ideas for our choice boards that are doable. And I've come up with like a little thing for doable. Daily, observable. So we have to be able to watch and see if it's working, if that choice, such as helping to feed himself, is working. Ability, we're presuming competence. We're presuming that Joe has the ability to do the things that we're asking him to do for his choice board. Boost, we want to boost our confidence by practicing. We want to make it for better living. And then it needs to be enjoyable. It has to be about enjoyment. So doable, daily, observable, ability, boost, living, enjoyment, doable. So Joe, I have some questions for you. And Joe chose to answer the questions at this point in our video today. So Joe, is it important to you to be able to help yourself? Tell me with your voice. Is it important for you to be able to help yourself? Is it important to you to be able to help yourself? Not to me, but to you. Joe's working very hard to hold up his head right now. So lift up your, okay, we're going to take that as a yes. Using his voice might be hard to do right now. So you're going to lift your head if the answer is yes. Is it important to you to help others help you? Is it important to you to help others help you? We know you need help with certain things. Ah, yes, that's important to you. Yeah, you want to be able to help do your daily living skills practice. Okay, last question. Is it important to you that people recognize you are an adult? At age 18, almost 19? Is it important to you that people recognize? Yes. Yes, it is. It is important because you are like any other 18-year-old. You're a high school graduate. You're looking forward to your adult life, and we're helping you to work on the things you need to do to get there. So as I said before, this is not stuff, the choice boards and all these things that we do are not things that I made up. These are all research-based self-determination tools and interventions. And so a really great resource for finding out more about these kinds of things is Intact, the transitioncoalition.org. That's where we get these ideas from these smart folks here. And then if you're looking for some other videos of ours, maybe you want to go back and look at the choice boards video from way back in March, you can go to our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesday with Jane and Joe. And you can also email us, transitiontues@gmail.com. And you can also comment on Facebook, and we'll try to help you out with any questions you have. And of course, we always love feedback. See you next time.